Hi YouTube, today I'm making a bit of pineapple wine. Now I've chopped my pineapples up and sort of soaked, so they're getting nice and soft now. I'm going to go through it with you. I've got my demijohns ready to get filled, so I've sterilised all those. So I'm going to now, I've put 5 bags of sugar in. Some people might want more anyway, it's in there now. And I've just got a bit of net, because I'm cheap. My muslin ran out, so but it'll do the job, same job. And I'm going to start sifting this. I'll come back to you in a minute. So what you want to do is sort of crush some of the fruit down so there's a bit more of a pulp. Just makes it easier when you're putting it through. Try and extract as much of the juice as you can out of the fruit. It's boiling that, so I'm going to use some rubber gloves because you can't get this on your hand. Otherwise it's a trip to A&E. That's going to ruin your wine making. So we're making 7 gallons of wine. As I say, the fruit of the pineapple's gone quite soft. It's been in there about an hour. So, be back in a minute. Alright, we've now just tipped the pineapple into the net. I've put some pegs on the edge of the netting or muslin, whatever, and that'll stop the fruit from going into the actual sugar solution, which is what you want, and that'll just mix in with the sugar to a nice easy syrupy mess, which I've got a long handle on. It's what you want, something like that, nice and tall, so that'll stir in the sugar. But what I tend to use more than anything else, something more sturdy. We'll be back to that in a minute as we squeeze the pineapple. Basically the juices need to mix in with the sugar. That's how come you get your pineapple taste. So we're back in a minute. Alright, I've extracted the pulp of the pineapple. That's what's left. And now I'm just going to start turning it now with a normal spoon. Now, what I forgot to mention is that I put 5 ordinary tea bags in, and that adds like a tannin to it. So I find this spoon isn't great. I find the one I tend to use is a solid one, which is like that. Now, I'm using at the moment these gloves I got from Wilkinson's, nitro coat. They're really good because I can't feel the heat off the boiling water on them. That's in another video of mine. Wilkinson's nitro coated gloves or something anyway. They're about £2 or something like that, but well worth it really. I actually took them from somewhere else because the last pair of gloves I had were mine wine making last year, felt a bit, well, I got holes in them and that. So what we've got to do is make sure that all the pineapple juice is mixed in with the sugar. Now this video is going to be a 3-part video, and what I'll do is you can check out my channel and see the other ones. Because there's 3 stages to wine. This has to stay till it's brewed, etc. And then there's the second stage and the third stage of the clearing and bottling. So right, I shall be back, and I think I've lost my spoon. Right, so now, well, this is a fermenting bucket, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these between the 3, or 7 in this case. What I want. Right, this is it, all 7. We'll be back in a minute anyway when they're full. Alright, now we've got all 7 demijohns with the mixture in it. What I'm going to do now is just fill it up from the tap. Simple as that. Just literally, I don't mess about with sterilised water and everything else. I think you can just stick it straight in like that. And a lot of people out there will just say, well, no, this isn't the way I do it. Well, this is how we've done it for years and the wine tastes fine. I do it to about there, and that way it gives a wine time to, you know, obviously ferment. But if you do it any lower, you lose quite a bit of mixture in the process of clearing it, so allow that. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute when all these are filled up. Hiya, we've now filled the demijohns up, and they're all about the same level. You put them sort of next door to each other, you can see. So what we're going to use now is I just use Allinson dried yeast. You get it from Asda, Tesco. I got from Asda. So what I'm going to do is, as I say, that's all it looks like. Stuff that you make bread with. And if you want to get the proper brewer's yeast, well, that's up to you. But I just find that these are just as good. You find there's bounce all over the place. We'll get the Hoover out after this. Well then, so what I'm going to do is you put 2 of these in, like so. Wine making, it's an untidy business, but I'll run the mop around afterwards. 2 in there. Some of these demijohns that I've got are like slightly bigger spouts. Make sure you put 2 in, because this is what's going to activate, this is what's going to make it brew. So you get the lid on, because we've got to be tidy. And what I do is just give a little whisk to the you don't have to do this. You can give it a shake if you want. Okay, that's done. Next is we're going to be putting some yeast. The most important thing is that's pectolase. That's to prevent the haze, but you know that anyway. I just get one of these little, I think it's 1.65. This is Wilkinson's pectolase. We use it for years. Helps prevent the pectin haze and stuff you can see. That's all you get in it. You don't get a lot, so but you don't need a lot. Just use a little bit of that. One of them. One of them. That's it. Let's go around. Right. One of them like that. Just flat. One in, done. That's it. Alright, lose that one now with everything else. This is the chemical cupboard, right. This is Wilkinson's yeast nutrient. Now, again, you can see it better in the sunny. Alright, can you see that? Alright. Firstly, it's just the same as, it looks the same as pectolase. But the big difference is that, I think this is the one I use the big, not the one generally used, doesn't it? I think I've chucked it. Oh, there it is. Let's get one of these big ones, big scoop, which is a 1 teaspoon measure. Full one of them, because this is really what activates it. A big one of them on each one. I think I go through more yeast nutrient in a season than I do anything else. The next is yeast. It's like this turbocharges the. See what I mean? I've practically gone through one already. A bit left. There you go. There's enough there to do what? If you 10 demijohns. I normally got extra. And that's it. We're going to be back to the putting the bungs on in a minute. See you soon. Cool. Alright, you can see the demijohns are on now, and I've just given them all a bit of a shake. I put them bits of any bits of yeast, I just pop them in there. There's a few caps over here that need to go on it. So you'll see that some of the demijohns have got like a discoloration on it. Don't worry about that, because in time yeast builds up. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that they've got bacteria in it, because they've all just been cleaned. Just how demijohns go. But I mean, if you're a purist, you might want to think about getting some new bungs over the seat, you know. But you'll find that's fine. No point spending money if you don't have to. And I'm going to put these next door. Follow me. Find somewhere where it's reasonably warm. So I thought I'd just put them over here, and that way they're not in the way. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, it's just starting to ferment now. So we just got them all lined up, so that's what they look like. All 7. Yeah, you can give them a shake. I've just shaken them up now so that the yeast all moves along with them. But yeah, so that's it. We'll come back to the second part of the video later on once the yeast starts to ferment. They start fermenting good in about a week's time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.